guys, welcome back to my channel if you guys are new here. Hi, my name is Sydney. I film beauty videos all about my favorite cruelty-free makeup. Today's video is one that I'm so excited to film because today we are going to be unboxing, well, I already unboxed it, I'm sharing it with you guys today, my Kaleido Cosmetics order. If you guys missed it, I did a whole declutter my cart video on my Kaleido order that happened in January. They had an incredible sale because they didn't have one on Black Friday. So I had quite the list and I was pretty proud of myself to where I narrowed it down to, and honestly it even changed a little bit from that video because by the time I got there to order some things were out of stock, and so I had to pivot and I made some last minute decisions. So definitely go check that video out. It was so much fun to film. Those are my favorite videos to film. I actually have a couple more coming very soon, so if you enjoy that one, don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoy indie brands, indie brand makeup, shop my stash type content, also subscribe because I do a lot of that on my channel. But that's enough blabbering for today. Let's hop into the nitty gritty of my order. So I want to say that I spent right around the $50 mark. I think I was really proud of myself because I really narrowed it down. But I want to say I spent around the $50 mark on my Kaleido order. I placed this order at the very end of January and it is just now about the middle of March. It's March 10th when I'm filming this video. So it did take a little bit over a month to get to me, which they did say. I'm okay with processing time being that long. I mean, of course, it's a little bit annoying. Who doesn't want their makeup quickly? But CLIONADH is a very small indie brand, and they actually said, the owner said, they received more orders in that round than they had in 2019 as a whole. So I'm so happy for the brand that they found so much success in that order. I love supporting them. I think they're just an awesome brand. I really like the people behind the brand. But that being said, it was a very overwhelming process, I'm sure, for them to get all those orders out, so it did take quite a while for my order to get to me. I did want to note, though, that even though it took so long to get to me, CLIONADH does a fantastic job wrapping their shadows. There's so much bubble wrap wrapped around the shadows. Shadows were packed in little squares of 3. I wish I would have taken a video when I got it. I was just so excited. I totally ripped into them. But they're packaged with bubble wrap in little sections of 3. They're so secure. Absolutely nothing arrived broken or cracked or anything. So I greatly appreciate CLIONADH's team and dedication to making sure my shadows arrive safely, especially because it takes so long to process them. But I feel like I've blubbered on far too long. Let me show you the shadows that I actually got today. Okay, you guys, so ignore these shadows. These are my Terra Moon shadows. I'm also filming with these this week. It'll probably be up next week by the time you're seeing this video. But these are Terra Moon shadows, and the ones up top are my CLIONADH shadows. I did take quite a few close-up pictures and close-up swatches and all that, so I will be inserting those throughout this video. But I will do kind of some rough live swatches on camera for you guys. So as you can tell, I got a mix of the beautiful stained glass shadows as well as some of their normal shadows. All of the normal shadows that I got were from the Woodland Dream bundle. I want to say it was the Woodland Dream bundle. It's the Woodland something bundle. I really wanted the whole bundle. I had to talk myself out of it in my declutter my cart video, but I'm really happy with the shades that I selected, and I was so excited to test out CLIONADH's just kind of regular shadow formula. So let's hop in. Okay, you guys, so the first multi-chrome shadow that I ordered was one of their pastel multi-chromes, and according to CLIONADH, these are described as soft pastelized versions of our jeweled multi-chromes. They have a soft sheer gray base with bright metallic color reflex. They're also glitter free and are great for those who might not want the full intensity of a jeweled multi-chrome. So I would agree with that. I do have one of them on my lids today, not this one but the next one that I will talk about, and I feel like these are definitely a much less intimidating way to play with multi-chromes. I have one true multi-chrome. Oh wait, no, now I have 3 true multi-chromes in my collection. I just got some from Terra Moons, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty intimidated by them when I first started playing with them. They have a very strong black base, and as someone who's honestly a little bit afraid of black eyeshadow, I was intimidated by that. So these are a fun way to kind of dip your toe into the multi-chrome world without getting that super intense black base. But I will insert some close-ups right here of some of the shots. But this is a beautiful color, you guys. CLIONADH describes this color as a pink pastel base that shifts from lilac to pink to orange to gold. This one is super duper pretty, you guys. This is the one that I actually do have on my lids today, and I'll show you guys it in the demo in just a second. But here is what it looks like nice and up close if my camera would focus. It is a beautiful shadow. Oh my goodness. I feel like I can really clearly see the pink shift and even the gold a little bit, but I'm not so sure I see the orange. I don't know, I'll have to test it out in some natural light. Unfortunately, I was not able to see these in natural light today. It was a super duper gloomy day out, but if I am able to do that before I upload this video, I'll be sure to either write it in the description box, insert some clips or something to let you guys know if I can see those extra shifts in the natural light. But that is one of the pastel multi-chromes that I picked up. The next one that I picked up is the shade Cathedral, which is this beautiful soft taupey purpley goodness shade. So this one is again a pastel multi-chrome, so it has that soft sheer gray base, and it is described as a yellow pastel base that shifts from orange to gold to lime. Okay, so I feel like in this one I can see the lime. I feel like I see pink more than I see orange. I don't know, you guys. This one is so unique and pretty. I am so excited to play with this one on my eyes. Oh, I didn't swatch the last one, you guys. I'm all over the place today. I'll swatch both those in just a second, but I kind of bought that one because it's a little bit more of a tame shade, and I wanted a multi-chrome that I felt comfortable wearing on an everyday basis. I'm really kind of a neutral gal on an everyday basis. I do love to play with color when I have time to film or just create content for Instagram, but on the daily, I'm a neutral gal. So this right here is the shade Cathedral, and this right here is Turret. Let's do some quick swatches on the back of my hand. Like I said, I did try to take some better swatch pictures earlier with my camera and also my phone, but I thought you guys might want to see some live swatches as well. Look at the shine on those. Oh my goodness. These are so beautiful. So the next multi-chrome shadow that I ordered is the shade Azure. This is one of their deep iridescent multi-chromes. So I do have one of their iridescent multi-chromes, and those have a super sheer base. They're kind of just like a wash of reflective color, and I wasn't honestly too thrilled with it. So I believe these are of a similar concept, but they have a little bit of a deeper base for those with deeper skin tones. Obviously, I don't have a deeper skin tone, but I just really loved this shade. I think this shadow is absolutely gorgeous. I saw a swatch of it on CLIONADH's Instagram stories, and I was just like, I think you're gonna have to come home with me. I think this was another last minute throw into my cart because the one that I really wanted was out of stock. So CLIONADH describes this as a teal blue purple shifter with a tan base. So this is what I have on my lower lash line currently. I feel like I definitely see the teal in the pan, and I feel like I can see the purple a little bit when I kind of twist my finger around. This is a really gorgeous shadow, you guys. I'm kind of curious as to how this will layer over top of other shadows, so since it doesn't really have that super intense base. Let's do a live swatch of this shade. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like you can definitely tell in comparison to the other two that one has a much more sheer base. It's more just of that beautiful reflection. I feel like I definitely see the blue, the teal, and the purple in this shadow. Okay, and then the final shade that I ordered, this is the one where when I made that declutter my cart video, I'm like, there's no way I'm getting rid of this shadow, and that is the shade Abrasion. This is one of their glitter multi-chromes, and this is the formula that I have the most experience with. I do have one of the other glitter multi-chromes in my collection, and honestly, I think I prefer that formula over any of the other formulas. I haven't tried their vibrant multi-chromes, but from what I've tried, that is my favorite so far. So Abrasion is described as having a semi-sheer burgundy base with large glitter particles that shift from turquoise to blue to indigo. This is one of the most unique shadows I think I have in my collection. I love that these are a little bit glittery, a little bit chunky. Oh my gosh, just look at that on the finger, you guys. Oh my goodness. I was a little bit hesitant to buy this shade because I felt like it kind of reminded me of like blue browns of the makeup world, and that's honestly not my favorite shadow on myself. I just feel like I can never get it to blend out and look right. But there's something about this shade that really just pulls me in. I feel like you can really see that very strong burgundy base, the beautiful blue reflect. In the pan, I can definitely see the purple reflect, and I feel like on my hand it's much more apparent than maybe it is looking in the viewfinder. But again, it's just an absolutely gorgeous shade. Alright guys, let's dive in with the regular single shadows that I ordered from CLIONADH. I'm not going to go quite as in depth with these because this is probably a pretty standard formula. It's a matte formula, it's a shimmer formula. We all know and love these formulas. I think based on what I've tried from CLIONADH, theirs is very high quality. So the first shade that I ordered is called Wildberry, and it's this soft kind of plummy purple shade. I feel like on CLIONADH's website it looked much more berry, and I almost didn't purchase it because I'm like, I have so many berries in my collection, but I'm very, very glad that I did. This formula is definitely, ooh, you guys can even see it's pretty powdery. Like, do you guys see that powder falling off my finger? But it is super duper soft. I did use this shade on my eyes and I found it to be super duper easy to blend. That is a horrible swatch. I am so sorry, you guys. I promise I took better swatches for my Instagram, so I'll try to insert those as I go along. But they're super soft and very easy to use. The other matte shade that I ordered is the shade Nectar. It's like this beautiful, soft, kind of creamsicle orange shade. And honestly, I feel a little bit like a clown, in the words of Karen Harris, for buying this. But I thought it looked way more unique online. I thought it had a lot more red in it, but I feel like it's very creamsicle pumpkin-y orange, which I don't mind. I'm a warm tone junkie. I mean, not that you could tell from my Instagram feed lately or what makeup I'm wearing today, but I'll use it. I think it's a really pretty shade. Next up, I ordered the shade Wildfire, which is this beautiful, like, orange metallic with like a golden shift to it. This is a shade that I feel like when I go to create like dupe palettes, I always think, oh, I've got this like 10 times over in my collection, and then I go to look for it and I actually don't. Oh my gosh, look at the shine on that shade, you guys. Oh my goodness. I really hope this is helpful for you guys. I'm kind of just like drooling over all my new makeup. Okay, the next one is the shade Honeycomb, and I was really on the fence on whether or not I wanted to order this one as well, but I think I watched a review from La Pocket Change. I'll link her channel down below. But this is a beautiful kind of super sparkly golden shade. I'm usually not a fan of golds, but something about this one, oh you guys, it just has my heart. Oh yeah, look at the glitter in that one. Oh my goodness, so gorgeous. And then the last shade that I ordered, this one, I was gonna say this one might be my favorite, but I think it's a lie, they're all my favorites, is the shade Dahlia, and this is like a soft peachy coppery shade. Look at how beautiful that is, you guys. Okay, let's just swatch that like right here. Oh my goodness, I feel like I don't have a shade like that in my collection, but I am so happy with my order. It was definitely worth the wait. I cannot wait to start wearing all of these on my eyes. Okay guys, before I sign off, I did want to insert a quick little demo right here. I did use a couple of the shadows on my eyes today, so let's hop into that really quick. So as you guys can probably tell, I've already started applying my eyeshadow. I was just planning on using the shades that I was going to use from my Kaleido Cosmetics Whale Song palette off camera and then come on camera for the CLIONADH shades, but I kind of forgot and started doing this eye. So just to kind of bring you guys up to speed, I was using my Kaleido Cosmetics Whale Song palette, and I started by taking the shade Cedar something. I feel like that's like a, what are the ocean scientists called? Why am I blanking on this? Like marine biologist term. I'm not sure what that means or how to say it, but I started by kind of just fluffing this through my crease. I think I'm gonna go for a halo eye today. I've been watching a lot of Beauty Bean tutorials, and she does halo eyes all the time, and they always look incredible on her, so that's what we're gonna attempt today. But then I did start to go in with the CLIONADH shadow. But then I did start to go in with the CLIONADH shade Wildberry. I just started to kind of place that in my inner and outer corners using an M433 from Morphe. So far, so good with this shadow. It's very soft. It's really pigmented. These do have a little bit of kick up in the pan, but that is not something that bothers me at all. You know, I think I am going to kind of bridge this gap right here. I was just really focusing it on the inner and the outer corner. I'm not taking any more product through that little gap right there, but I'm just kind of taking what's left on the brush and blending it through. And then I'm just going to do the same to the other eye. I mean, look at how nicely pigmented this shadow is. These are, I mean, this is my first time using this shade in the CLIONADH matte in general, but these are exceptionally easy to use. And again, just kind of creating that halo shape on the other eye. Or maybe we're just going for like an all-out smoky eye tonight, you guys. I don't really have a plan. The matte shades that I bought and the stained glass shadows that I bought really did not coordinate that well together, but I'm like, you know what? We're going to try something. We're going to make it work. So as it turns out, I just am kind of blending that purple up into the crease a little bit to meet that blue and really mesh together. So I'm just going to kind of use windshield wiper motions till I feel like I have a good blend between those two. This purple is beautiful. I almost didn't buy this purple. I was like, you have so many berries, because on the website it looked super duper berry. but I'm so glad that I pulled the trigger and decided to buy it. Alright, part of me feels like I gave myself bruised eyes, but part of me is also kind of digging it. I'm really tempted to put something a little bit darker in like the outer corner just to really deepen things up and anchor this look. I think I'm going to try to resist today because maybe we'll just put like a stained glass shadow like all over the lid, because those are really going to be the star of the show today. Alright guys, I am torn between which shades to use. So originally, sorry, these are my Terra Moon shadows. These are the CLIONADH shadows. Originally, I was going to go in with the shade Abrasion right here, which I still might. This is a beautiful like purpley blue, super duper glittery, shifty shade. But now that I've got this on my eyes, I kind of want to take this shade, Azure. This one's a little bit more teal, or maybe even Turret, which is one of their pastel multi-chromes. It's like this beautiful, oh my gosh, I'm going to drop these all over the place. Just like this beautiful soft purpley tone. Okay, let's start with this. Maybe we'll tap a little bit of Abrasion in the center of the lid. I use glitter glue pretty much no matter what I'm doing on my eyes, no matter what shadows I'm using, because I just have hooded eyelids. So if you guys can tell, my lid touches my crease when I look straight on and I relax my eyelids. So if I don't do this, I just get a lot of transfer up into my crease, and I feel like it makes things look super messy. And if that's what you're into, go for it. But personally, I like to keep things a little bit more precise. So I'm just going to take this brush with a little bit of glitter glue on it. This is just a ColourPop shader brush, and I'm just going to tap this across my lid. I'm not going in my very inner corner or my very outer corner. I'm just kind of keeping to that middle portion of the lid. And then I'm just going to load up that brush, a little bit of Turret, and I'm just going to tap that onto my lid. This is a really pretty purple shade, you guys. Now let's see if we can see any of the shifts in this shade. I feel like artificial light does not do the shifts in these shadows justice. Let me look and see. Okay, so Turret is said to have a pink pastel base, shifts lilac, pink, orange, and gold. I see the lilac. I feel like maybe when I look like from my mirror down here, I can see a little bit of the gold and the pink, but I'm really not seeing the orange. We'll have to see. I feel like, as I said before, artificial lights just don't do these shadows justice, but this is a really pretty purple shade. I kind of bought this one to be more of an everyday wearable shade, and I think it definitely is. It's not too intense. And I'm just going to repeat the same thing on my other eye. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys see the shift? I don't know. I don't really see it, but I'm willing to test it out. I'm willing to layer it over different things. Maybe the glitter glue is having some effect on it. I'm not really sure, but I do think it's a beautiful purple shade. So I'm gonna hop off camera real quick, do the rest of my face makeup, and we'll come back to finish off the eyes. Alright guys, we're back. The rest of my face is done. My skin looks so dewy today, and I am so into it. But now we're going to hop onto the lower lash line, and honestly, I think I'm going to be super boring and just kind of mimic what I did for the upper crease, plus a little bit of Abrasion. So I'm just going to start out with my Whale Song palette once again in that same light blue shade. I'm just taking this on a little pencil brush from Morphe. This is the M431, and I'm just going to get a light dusting of this going under my lower lash line. Apparently, we're gonna get smoky with the blue. And then I'm just gonna take the other side of that dual-sided brush, and I'm gonna dip back into the shade Wild Berry, and I'm just gonna start smudging this kind of right up against my lower lash line and blending it down into that blue. I feel like we need some more depth in this look. It's very light, which can definitely be pretty. It's just not my go-to eyeshadow style. This matte shadow is blending absolutely beautifully, you guys. It's so soft, it's so pretty on the lower lash line. I do think I'm going to cheat just a tiny bit and dip back into Whale Song and take just a teeny tiny bit of breaching on that same smudger brush. Really tap off the excess and just kind of smudge that in the outer corner of my lash line. Okay, so now we've got the lower lash line kind of built up to where I think I want it. Now it's time to go in with another one of the magical shades. And this time, actually, I think I'm going to take Azure, this beautiful shade right here. I'm just going to use that same smudger brush that we started with on the lower lash line and kind of just load up the side of the brush with the product opposed to the tip. And I'm going to start smudging this on the inner half of my lower lash line. Ooh, that is a pretty shade. Okay, I'm going to hop off camera, finish off my eyes and my lips, and then I'll join you guys for the final look. Oof, you guys. I think I may have got a little overdone it. I think I may have overdone it with the setting spray a little bit. Let's add a little bit of powder to the side of the face. I like how glowing my cheeks are, but everywhere else needs to solve that a little bit. Okay, you guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this little demo. I know I didn't use every single shade. I feel like I'm not even sure if I did a great job showing off the shades that I used, but I did want to do a little demo for you guys so you guys could see how these applied on the eyes. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like this is going to be a super long video, but I hope that you found it helpful or just enjoyed me freaking out over my makeup. Like I said, if you want to see the other shadows that I considered purchasing, and maybe the ones that I already did purchase, check out my declutter my cart video, because there are definitely some that made it into my second order that didn't make it into my first order in that video. But that's going to wrap it up for me today. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you've tried CLIONADH shadows, and if you have, which ones are your favorite. If you haven't, let me know which one really caught your attention. But that's going to wrap it up for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello. Oh, that was almost trouble. I mean, I'm covered in glitter, but there are worse things in the world. Don't look at my face, look at the shadow. Oh wait, it's all disorganized because I did this look. I forgot to say that in my intro. I'm doing a demo too. I do have one of the other glitter just FYI. What is a Zer? What kind of multi-chrome are you? The star of the show today. You guys, I totally forgot to tell you that I did a demo.